What a terrible film.
Well, I thought that it was fantastic, and the story was very moving.
Moving? It was dreadful.
Why do you say that?
Well, the story was really boring, and the actors were really bad.
You can't be serious. I thought that the actors gave really powerful performances, especially the main actress, who I thought was impressive. All right, then. What did you think of the music?
Absolutely dreadful. I don't know who wrote it, but he really needs to improve in his next film.
I can't believe what you're saying. I thought that the music was really evocative. OK, tell me one thing that you liked.
Well, the main actress was very beautiful. I enjoyed looking at her. But I didn't enjoy listening to her. Her voice really isn't good enough for a professional actress. One.
I've won the Oscar for Best Director.
Congratulations. That's a fantastic achievement. 2.
They didn't give you the Oscar. How do you feel?
I'm very disappointed.
3. What a load of rubbish. That film was terrible.
Do you think so? I thought it was great.
4.
Can you tell us about your new film?
Yes, it's set in Spain in the 1950s.
5.
Are you happy with the story?
No, it isn't good enough. Ruth, congratulations on winning the Oscar for Best Film. It's a fantastic achievement. How do you feel?
Well, I'm very pleased to receive the Oscar for Best Film, but I'd like to say that this Oscar is for all the cast. They were all fantastic.
Several of the actors in the film were nominated for an Oscar, but none of them won. Do you have anything to say about that?
I'm sure that some of the cast are a little disappointed with the decision, but you have to remember that there were some very strong candidates, and not everyone can win.
Are you working on a new film now?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yes, it's about life in the year 2100, but we're just starting, and at the moment the story really isn't good enough. We need to improve it.
Some people say that young people don't want to go to the cinema these days, and that they prefer video games. Do you agree?
I think that's a load of rubbish. If you make a good film, people will want to see it, and that includes young people.
1. A.
Are you going with Mary?
B.
No, not with Mary. I'm going with John.
2. A.
Is Charles a good actor?
B.
No, he's a terrible actor, but he's a fantastic singer.
3. A.
Do you want to go to the cinema?
B.
No, not to the cinema. I'd love to go to the theatre.
Is the play tonight?
No, it's not tonight, it's tomorrow.
And is it at 6 o'clock?
No, it's not at 6 o'clock, it's at 7.
And are you going to buy the tickets?
No, I'm not going to buy the tickets. You're going to get them.
A festival of creativity.
The Edinburgh Festival Fringe is the largest arts festival in the world. It takes place in Scotland's capital city for 3 weeks in August. Every year, thousands of performers come to the city to present shows for all tastes: theatre, comedy, dance, musicals, operas, art exhibitions. The festival is unique because it includes both very big names from the world of show business and completely unknown artists trying to build their careers. The festival began unofficially in 1947, when 8 theatre groups without an invitation came to perform at the Edinburgh International Festival, an initiative created to celebrate and enrich European cultural life after the Second World War. As the years passed, more and more performers followed their example, and in response, the Festival Fringe Society was created in 1958. Its constitution, written in the spirit of its origins, says that the society will not control the festival's programme or decide who can appear. Today, this is still the main idea behind the event. Anyone can take part if they can find somewhere to perform. The Edinburgh Festival Fringe has become so popular because it reinvents itself every year. It is always fresh and offers a platform for new ideas expressed in exciting new ways. In 2011, for example, there was an event called the Dance Marathon. This was a 4-hour contest in which the audience didn't just dance. They also had to take part in a race while in the tango position and also answer a series of questions on surreal subjects. Every year, the festival also organises a competition in schools around Scotland to design the poster for the event. In 2012, almost 3,000 pupils took part and the winner was Mark Robb, an 8-year-old boy. If you haven't got any plans for the summer holidays this year, then why not come to the festival? It will be a fantastic experience that you will never forget.
Crispin, you're the main actor in the play. How did you feel about your performance?
I wasn't very happy with it.
But the audience seemed delighted with it. They gave you a standing ovation.
Well, thanks for saying that. But I don't think that I was very expressive. I really need to improve.
Now, Roger, you're the director. What did you think?
Well, I thought that Crispin was outstanding, but I was a little disappointed with the rest of the cast.
Why's that?
They didn't learn their lines, and they were always forgetting what to say. It's just not good enough.
And what did you think of the set?
Oh, it was great. I'm very pleased with the stage designers.
1,
Advertisement.
2,
Aggressive.
3,
Graduate.
4,
Imaginative.
5,
Independent.
6,
Manipulative.
7,
Organized.
8,
Private.
9,
References.
10,
Return.
famous, musical, orchestra, actor, characters, performance, audience, quiet, theatre.
The return of a classic. Who doesn't know the story of Cinderella, the poor girl with the ugly stepsisters who in the end marries a handsome prince? One of the most famous versions of this story is a musical written by Rodgers and Hammerstein over 50 years ago. Last week was the first performance in New York of a new adaptation of the Rodgers and Hammerstein classic. This new version contains some changes to the traditional story. It includes references to current events of today and has a greater comic element. However, all the essential aspects of the original story are the same. The young actress Laura Osnes stars in the main role. Theatre critics say that the production is excellent and it has received rave reviews. What about you? Have you seen this production of Cinderella? What did you think?
From the moment we took our seats, we were captivated by the beautiful set. When the orchestra started to play, I almost began to cry because it was so moving. I love the singing of the main characters, and the performance of the rest of the cast was fantastic too. My only question is, why change the original story? Even so, it was an amazing show, and I hope to see it again soon. CW, New York.
Boring is how I would describe the show. I usually love Miss Osnes, but she's just a pretty face with a pretty voice here. The music wasn't great, and the silly jokes ruined a wonderful story. The audience didn't help either. The mothers near me were explaining the story to their children while the actors were singing on stage. Hopefully, one day people will learn to be quiet in a theatre. Jake, New York.
I've just got back from the theatre with my husband and young daughter. We all had a great time, and I'm sure that kids of all ages will really enjoy this show. I hope that you go and see it with your children. They will be very happy, and you will enjoy it too. At the end of the play, there was a standing ovation. What more can I say? Emily, Brooklyn.